beach here. Thought I'd show you around here a little bit. It's a really nice beach here. It's on the west side of Phuket, the island of Phuket, and I've lived here almost 4 years. So yeah, you can see a little bit here. This is the slow season right now, so there's not that many people here, and it's actually a pretty good time to, you know, if you're going to travel, it's not a bad time. I mean, you're going to get a little more rain, sometimes a lot more rain, but you know, it's been really quite nice the last few days. So recommend highly to get cheaper flights, cheaper hotel costs, and so forth. So you know, I like to go live too, just to talk about like different topics, and a lot of people ask, you know, what it's like to live in Thailand, and I have a video on that. Check it out. You know, I've been living here 5.5 years, and I talk about a lot of the positive things. There's also always going to be good and bad with everything, you know. So I thought I'd talk about maybe some things. Oh, it's Good Vibes Thailand, right? But you know, some things that just to think about, you know, if you're thinking about coming here, things that you should be, you know, be aware of that are good to, just so you can make a good decision for yourself. Or if you're just thinking about coming to visit and then, you know, just making a vacation. I mean, it's an incredible place. Obviously, I wouldn't be here 5.5 years if I didn't love it. I absolutely love it here. I love the people here. I fell in love with the Thai people. And, you know, along the way, I fell back in love with myself again, because I wasn't in a good place when I came here a long time ago. And it took a long time, but I'm there now, finally. And it's good. It feels damn good. And I'm a yoga teacher here, if you don't know that already, if you're just chiming in here for the first time. And yeah, I have a wellness program here that I've created from just starting out, freshly out of yoga school. That's why I came here in the first place. And only for 6 weeks, and I ended up here 5.5 years. So I came right when COVID hit. So things changed for everybody in the world, right? You know, so I just decided to stay here. I didn't have to stay here. You know, I could have gone on a flight, but I stayed here. And so, yeah, you know, all the good things that I noted in a video in the past is just, you know, cost of living is incredible. I'm from California. I'm from northern Sacramento, Lake Tahoe area. And I mean, you know, prices for homes and rent and everything's gone up. Gas, you know, I mean, things have gone up here too, but nothing compared to like California or other places in the United States and other places in the world. I mean, it's a no-brainer as far as if you want to save money and you want to, you know, live simpler. It's a simple life. If you want it to be, if you want to live extravagant, go for it. You know, you can live really high end too. There's lots of that here as well. So my life, I've chosen to be simple, and I've had extravagant, and that's good. Marcus, how are you? Thank you so much. That's really nice. Beautiful soul. You are too. Thank you for joining me. If you have any questions, have you been to Thailand? I was wondering if you've been to Phuket or Thailand. Yeah, I'm just spreading the love and good vibes, and if anybody's out there that, you know, is thinking about coming to Thailand or specifically Phuket, you know, just go ahead and join the chat room if you have any questions about what it's like. A lot of people are really thinking about leaving their country wherever they are, not just US, but a lot of people are thinking about making a big change in their life and maybe moving to a different country. So Marcus, you thinking about, oh, you're actually thinking about moving to Thailand. Okay. Well, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Let's see, I'm 58, I'll be 59 in September. And healthcare. Positive vibes from India. Hi, Vishal. Hello, my friend. Good to see you always. Awesome. Good to see you. Yeah, so I didn't talk about healthcare last time I was talking about Thailand. The healthcare is incredible here. You have to have a work visa, which I do, or they have a Nomad visa now, which is really popular for a lot of people that are teachers or working online. Check that out for if you're an online person. You know, there's lots of different ways to do it. You can have a business here, I have a limited liability LLC, limited liability corporation. So I got that. But there's lots of different ways. You know, you can just come in as a tourist and leave every 2 or 3 months. I don't know the current, the exact. You know, you have to check on the current status of what they, you know, what they change it sometimes. But you know, usually have a couple months to check it out and then go check out different places. Maybe you want to go to Vietnam, which a lot of people do, or Malaysia. I just came back from Malaysia. I went with a friend of mine that came to visit me, and really cool. You know, it was a straight shot from Phuket to Malaysia. So, and we hung out there for a few days because she had never been there, and we had a great time. You know, and then there's also Bangkok, which is the capital of Thailand, which is, you know, just like, it's the same size as New York City practically. It's massive. It's like, I don't know, 11 or 12 million people. And it's an incredible city. I love Bangkok. So, you know, if you can get the island vibe, you can live on the ocean like I do, you know, or nearby the ocean. Or if you like the big city life, you can live in a place like Bangkok, you know, or if you want something in the middle, something, if you're willing to give up the beach, you can move to Chiang Mai. Chiang Mai is a really popular place for people from all over the world move there, a lot of expats. And a lot of wellness is there, and it's north of Phuket, off on the mainland. It's north and it's slightly, I believe it's a little bit east of Phuket, so up north and a little bit slightly east, and it's unbelievable mountainous rivers, and I mean, it's gorgeous. And I have several friends that live there, and so and they love it there. So, you know, it just depends on what you want, you know, what you like. Maybe you're a hike and mountain person, you know, and you can have it all, you know. You could live in there half the time and Phuket half the time, or wherever. Pai, P-A-I, is also another beautiful place. It's on the western border of here in Myanmar, which used to be called Burma. Sometimes I call it Burma, but it's Myanmar. And Burmese people are beautiful people as well. A lot of people from Myanmar work here. They're called Burmese, and a lot of them come over here to Thailand to work, and they're hard workers as well as the Thais are. So, but that's to the west of us and the border of Thailand. And so Pai, P-A-I, is a real hippie town. It's really cool. So if you come to Thailand and you're just checking out all the different cities, I highly recommend Pai. Go up there. It's real north, so you need some warmer clothes, and it's absolutely stunning. And there's just waterfalls and mountains, and the Pai River goes through there, and it's just breathtaking. Check out my Thailand Trixie tour. I did 7 weeks back in September. I hopped in my little Mustang Sally Ford Fiesta, and I went across Thailand. I didn't have any plan. I knew I wanted to go to several cities, Pai being one of them, Bangkok, Chiang Mai. I wanted to go to the Gulf of Thailand, which I ended up going. And I went to Hoi Hin, which is on the Gulf of Thailand, and that's pretty awesome. I love Pai because it's called P-A-I, because it's really interesting. It's very, you got to go through what's called this loop. It's called the loop. And it starts in Chiang Mai and ends in Chiang Mai. So it's a big loop, and it goes around. I think it's like 300 or something miles. Don't quote me on that. I believe it's about 300 or so miles, 600 and something kilometers. And a lot of people take their bikes, their motorcycles. I was in Mustang Sally, my car, because I'm not a big fan of riding a motorcycle. I don't mind being on the back of one, but on the front, no thanks. So, but I was in my car, and it was during rainy season, which is September, October, a lot of rain. So I went through the loop, and it was wild. And there was cows and just cattle sometimes, and dogs, and God knows, so you just it's real curvy. So if you get motion sickness from driving, take the loop very slowly. And it's a wonderful place but go there. Go to Pai, P-A-I. And they've got like festivals and live music, and like I said, it's a real hippie town. And check out the nature there. It's really nice. So coming back to, I switched gears here. The healthcare. Healthcare is very affordable here. And for instance, I'm 58. Thank God, no major, previous massive, injuries per se, or, illnesses. So I've been very lucky, and thank God for that. Thank you, Buddha and God. And but you know, it's like a couple thousand US dollars for a full year of coverage. You know, so if something really bad happens to you, or you know, you get in a car accident, God forbid, or whatever, you know, life happens. You know, if you get sick or whatever, you can have good coverage here. The hospitals are amazing, and you feel like you're in like a 5-star resort. Some of these places, I mean, just top-notch medical health care, truly, that I've experienced here personally. You know, I mean, somebody might have another story, but that's definitely been my experience. And I've paid cash for several years, and now having health care is nice, you know. And out of pocket, a lot of people do out of pocket. And you know, for instance, I had a skin cancerous, and it wasn't melanoma, but you know, just to be precautionary, they took it off, and it was like, you know, like $100 or something, $100 US. And that was to go in and see a specialist, a dermatologist specialist, and have it removed and, you know, stitched up. And yeah, so just things like that, you know. Healthcare's amazing here. And so yeah, what else? You know, living on an island, you know, there's good and bad about that too. A lot of people have moved here. So it's a very popular place. When you're living in paradise, people want to live in paradise with you, right? So the traffic is pretty bad, you know, especially during peak season. You know, you gotta really have patience, which I have. You know, I practice that in my yoga practice, but to be honest with you, I don't have a lot of it. So I work on that every day. So you just gotta go with it and make plans around, you know, if you gotta go on the other side of the island, you know, you just gotta make sure you have enough time in your schedule to allow that if you get caught in traffic. It's just part of the thing. Now, if you have a scooter, you know, I have a car. So if you have a scooter or motorcycle, obviously you can get through traffic a lot easier and weave through it a lot quicker. So another way to get around is to grab. A lot of people don't want, you know, a motorcycle, or if they're just here for a month or whatever, you know, use Grab, or InDrive is great. InDrive is, you know, pretty affordable. During peak season, it goes up quite a bit. During Saturday nights, Friday nights, you're going to pay more, like most places in the world, you know. And also, you know, I chose for one full year, I rode my bicycle and I hitchhiked. And people are like, "Are you crazy?" And I'm like, "Yes." In a good way, you know, like I love to experience different things. And so the main reason I did that was to save up for my car. And I did that. I did it for a full year. I went for 12 months, and I walked. I put my thumb out, you know, and usually it was, I mean, I'd never get in a car if I didn't know the person, but I'd get on the back of scooters. My neighbors would give me rides. Sometimes a nice cab driver would say, you know, "I won't charge you, I'll give you a ride to the beach or whatever." So I got around, I made it work, you know. And so there's always ways to figure it out, you know. And I encourage everyone out there, that's another point, is I really encourage people to live somewhere else, try it, you know. I mean, of course you have a family and things like this, that's different, you know. I mean, it makes it a lot harder, but if you're single, or you're with your partner or whatever, or a buddy or whatever, I mean, or by yourself, go for it. Come over here and extend your stay if you love it. And you'll get hooked. I mean, majority of people I know just get hooked. You get the travel bug, man, and it never has left me. I was a flight attendant in my 20s after I graduated from college, and it's always been with me. I'm a traveling gypsy, man. And and it's just, you know, some people just have it in them, and it's definitely a part of my soul, being a traveling gypsy. And so I'm not afraid to get on a plane or go on a bike somewhere or wherever, or get in my car and go travel Thailand. You know, keep your wits about you. Be smart. If you know, things happen. You know, don't meet Ted Bundy, okay? I don't know if you know who that is. He was, yeah. Anyway, we don't need to go there. But yeah, just be careful of who you hang out with, and just be smart about where you stay, and let somebody know where you are, you know. Safety. Speaking of that, it's very safe here. in Phuket. I haven't lived in other parts of the country, but I've been to all parts of the country and visited with my road trip. And I always felt very safe, and I still do. Of course, there's crime. There's always bad apples everywhere, but for the most part, it's very safe. You don't have to worry about your things getting stolen out of your, car or whatever. I mean, that's very, very rare, very unusual. It does happen, and my friend had his backpack taken from the beach one time, and and he got it back. They found it in a temple, closed in a temple in a bathroom, and his phone was there, his iPad was there, everything was there, and 300 baht was missing. 300 baht is it might have been maybe a little bit more than that, but it was like around $100 or something. So that would be 3,000 baht. He still had some money. My point is, he still had some money left in the wallet. They didn't take everything. They only took enough to where apparently maybe they needed to feed their family or whatever. Maybe they just needed it for whatever. But he got all the rest of his things back in his backpack. So you have those stories too. It's pretty interesting. And they returned it to a Buddhist temple, so they felt guilty about it. Or they they brought it back to somewhere that they knew it would be found safely. So, I like those stories, because it's like, yeah, he got some money stolen, but he got all of his phones back, his laptop back, his iPad, everything. So, yeah, anybody have any questions about living here? I'd love to have you go in the chat room. Marcus, do you have anything about living here? Or thinking about, have you been here before? I don't know. A lot of people come here. They might live in Europe. Like I have friends. I have my good friend 𝐂𝐏𝐑𝐈𝐂𝐄. She's on my YouTube, Good Vibes Thailand. She does my classes a lot with me online. And she comes over here once or twice a year, faithfully. And she's coming over here in November. 𝐂𝐏𝐑𝐈𝐂𝐄, I'm looking forward to that. So she lives in Germany, and then she plans her 5-6 weeks of vacation, and she comes over here. So there are a lot of people that fit in that category. So they don't live here, but they come here for quite a long stay. And that's really nice, because you get to know them, and they come back every year, and that's, they become your very good friends, like 𝐂𝐏𝐑𝐈𝐂𝐄 is my dear friend. Yeah, and, missing home is a big one, and when things happen at home, you're not there. So that's something you have to give up. And, at some point, you might want to head home, and, I'll look at that day when it comes. At this point, I'm still going to stay here for, at least a couple more years or so. Who knows? Who knows what the world brings to us all, what the next day brings. Who knows? But I love it here, and I'm going to be starting a new chapter, so to speak, in my career and wellness, August 1st. More to be announced on that. I'm really excited about it, and part of it's all working with the Hyatt Regency in Phuket, so I can say that much. And I'm really excited. I'll be doing sound bowls, playing sound bowls in the Marine Center. They have a wonderful Marine Center at the Hyatt Regency here in Kamala Beach, and it's a place where you can bring the kids. You can bring it. It's an adult playground too. And you can learn all about the ocean life here. It's fascinating. And they have these big fish tanks with starfish and jellyfish. And so check that out. Even if you're a local, go see it. The Marine Center at the Hyatt Regency Phuket in Kamala Beach here. And Kamala right here in Kamala Beach. It's actually, I'll show it to you. So if you go up around, you can see this around the bend there, that's Millionaire Mile. And there's a lot of beautiful resorts like the Hyatt. They're 5-star resorts and lots of very pretty private villas. So you go around that bend, and you'll go a little bit further, and you'll see the Hyatt to the left there. So yeah, anyway, make sure you see the ocean here. Yeah, so let's see, I'll stand up here so I can check it out there. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so there's massage places here. You can get a massage outside, listen to the ocean, get a nice massage. There's lots of these places along here. You can get a pedicure and manicure, which I need right now. So maybe I'll go get one pretty soon here. I'll show you over here. So you can see this is the nice beach walk here. It's nice. They made it real nice now, and so it's a nice walk all the way down. This is a big beach. You can see all the way down to the end there. Really far beach. I don't know the exact amount mileage, but it's a good amount. And at the very end, on the north end of this Kamala Beach, is Cafe Del Mar. And I've mentioned that before, and I have some videos of Cafe Del Mar. And that's a really nice upscale, like if you want to really treat, go out for a romantic dinner with your loved one or a birthday or a group of friends or whatever, you can go there and go dancing, and they have wonderful meals and drinks, and it's really fun. They have lots of entertainment there too. So let's go walk up here and check it out. Yeah, guys, thanks for joining the Good Vibes Thailand YouTube channel. I appreciate it. Make sure you follow me along on my journeys, adventures, and wellness. There we go. There's some people out there playing. Looks like we have a lot of times if the rain comes in, it comes in from over these mountains here and behind these trees, and it comes from the north. It comes over, heads on over, and ends up right here. But so far, so good. Let's think positive. So you can rent these umbrellas here, and you go across this. This is the Tsunami Memorial Park right here, and you can park there and so forth, and walk over this bridge, and then you're over on the beach side, and you can rent a nice little umbrella for 100 or 200 baht, and just chill out and enjoy the day. Get something to eat, get a cocktail or a coconut, whatever. Yeah, it's nice. There's a guy walking his dog, chilling. Yeah. A lot of people like to take their evening walks here. And then you go over here on this side, there's another green bridge over on this side. So yeah. So there's 2 green bridges here at Kamala Beach. And you can see that big tower there. I don't know, can you see it? That big tower sticking out. That's for, speaking of Tsunami Memorial Park, that's for tsunami alarm systems, which they just had that. This last week. They had practice runs and drills with helicopters and boats and motor cars, and I have a couple videos on that, so check that out. But that's good to know, because we like that. If we want the evacuation and rescue alarm system to be working. And yeah, so they did a lot of drills here this last week, which was great. That was fun to watch. Helicopters coming right in over the ocean here. It's pretty cool. Yeah, watch the sun. We're not far from the equator, so you can get burned really, really easy here. So, and I have to stay out of the sun as much as possible, which is almost impossible being in yoga and doing outdoor, activities. So just be aware of that, and especially when you have little ones, out in the beach there. Yeah, so the other thing is, wellness. Let's just talk about wellness, what I do as a yoga teacher, sound bath, meditation, ice bath coach, breathwork coach. All that stuff is here. There's so much of it. There's wonderful teachers. There's lots of different styles and practices, and there's lots of wellness centers that have popped up. Are you in Bangkok? No, I'm in Phuket. Yeah, I'm in Phuket. This is Kamala Beach in Phuket. Thanks for asking, though. Thanks for joining us. And it's, is it Jamie? Jamie? Yeah. Or James? Okay. Nice to see ya. Yeah, I'm Thailand Trixie. Nice to meet you. There's lots of places now that have popped up all over for ice bath places, wellness, or you can have it actually brought to your home. That's what I do. I have 2 portable ice baths. So if you want to do a private party at your villa, or you want to have, you know, a group of you meet somewhere at the beach or whatever, I can bring the ice bath to you. So that's always really fun. Let's see. This looks like it is old plastic. Oh, thanks. Good vibes to you too, Sid. I love to freeze myself. I'm the first to admit it. I don't care. It's like, whatever. You be you, and that's what I like about Thailand too. Thanks for bringing up that topic. It doesn't matter. People don't care about you. Be whatever you want to do. You know, if you want to, you know, be boy, girl, lady, boy, whatever. Nobody cares here. And it's just not, it's very free here. There's a freedom of that. So thank you, Sid, for bringing that up. Because, you know, nobody else is in your body but you. So in Thailand, you're free to, you know, express yourself much more than a lot of places without it being a big deal. You know, I mean, like I said, I'm from California, and I mean, you know, it's just different here. It's just not it's just, people are just whatever they want to be. And that's just the easiest way I can explain it. Until you come here, maybe you'll know what I mean if you haven't been here. But there is a real beautiful sense of feeling of freedom here to be yourself. And that's one of the things I love about the most. You know, I call it the island of misfit toys, affectionately, because I'm one of them for sure. And that's okay. You know, be you, be authentic. If you feel like freezing your face, go for it. And want to be entitled and push their agenda onto others. Yeah, nobody. Okay, what'd you say, Sid? Yeah, nobody cares, but it's when they want to be entitled and push their agenda onto others. Yeah, I mean, I'm not pushing it. I don't care what people do. I could care. I mean, you know, my idea for this YouTube channel is to spread like positivity, and I think this world needs a lot more of it. James, you said you have a question. Ice bath with me. Oh, you get in the ice bath? Sure, come on, Phuket. I'll get in the ice bath with you. Sure, why not? Oh, Sid, come on now, be nice now. Hi, is it Rhodia? Hi, Rhodia, how's it going? Nice to see you. All right, cool. Yeah, I'll get in the ice bath with you, James. Okay, for sure. Yeah, have you been in the ice bath? It's amazing. Yeah, I've done thousands. I've taught and been in thousands of them in the couple years I've been coaching, and I actually started doing ice baths during COVID here in Phuket, and I got hooked on it. I started doing it just on my own, and then I'm like, oh my God, there's something to this. Before it became really popular, and then all of a sudden it just started blowing up, and then before you know it, everybody and their mother's doing it. So I'm like, hey man, I want to get certified for this. This will be great. So I was very fortunate to work with Taborn Resorts, and they were very nice to pay for the certification for that, and it was great. It's been a great experience, and it's a game changer, the ice bath. Yeah, do you know erotica massage? Oh, Jane, we won't go there. I bet you do. Rhodia, some people here don't seem so nice. Yeah, that's the truth, right? I just ignore it, and I just come back with love. I just come back with laughter, and I just don't let it get to me, because people have, you know, if they want to live in a negative space, they will, and that's on them. They can live like that. It's not my problem. I hope that I just wish that people to take care of themselves. A lot of people have a lot of there's depression and anxiety. I mean, you know, this world's a wild place right now. It's the Wild West. So that's why I encourage yoga, breath work. You know, Sid, do breath work with me sometime. I really would love that, to have you join me. Abed says a lot of people are stupid. Rhodia, thank you. Love your mentality. I appreciate that very much. I think that we just need to really have a lot more support of each other, not this against each other. I don't get that. That's why I like being here. You know, I love my country. I love America. I just see when I go home, it's different now, and it's changed, and not in a good way. And it makes me really sad because I love California. It's absolutely gorgeous there, and my family's there, and my good friends. But I also know that I feel more freedom here and more peace. Just me personally. That's just me. But you know, everybody's got their place. You know, that makes them feel happy, and that's where they should be. Mentality, yeah, Rhodia, exactly, yeah, mentality. I see it. Love your mentality. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I bet that's funny. You're so cute. Yeah, you guys. So check it out. I'll show you one more time, and we'll wrap it up. I'm so happy that you joined me. I really appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe. Give it a like if you like joining me for the journey and the wellness and everything that I do on the channel. Good Vibes Thailand. There's Kamala Beach here. This is the Andaman Sea. Goes all the way up the coast here and further down south of the island, past here. The very end of the island is Rawai, and that's a really nice town, beach town as well. I used to live there, but I've been here in Kamala Beach. I really like it here. It's got a little bit, it's mellow, but it's got enough things to do so it's not too mellow, you know? Yeah. Awesome, guys. Yeah, Rhodia, Thailand is a beautiful country with nice food and culture for sure. Yeah, the culture is, it's so interesting, isn't it? So you've been here. Have you been to Phuket? Yeah, it's, the food is incredible. I'm gonna have some Thai food pretty soon. I'm not sick of it at all. I love Thai food. I love it spicy too. And yeah, it's, the culture is, you know, thousands of years old, Buddhist temples that are just incredible. So definitely go to check out the temples. My 7-week road trip last September, if you go on the videos, look up Thailand Trixie Tour, and I go to a lot of different temples, and big ones, small ones, meet some monks along the way, just different things. So that's great. I'm glad you were there. Mike. Oh wait. Let's see. Mick, are you an Asian? No, as far as I know, I'm not. I'm a yoga teacher. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna check out here. It's low power mode going on. So thanks for joining me, Rhodia. Nice to meet you. Abode, pleasure. Nice talking to you guys, everyone. James, and let's see. John Doe. Okay, John Doe. You be you. All right. Take it easy, you guys. Take care of yourself. Okay, we'll see you next time on Good Vibes Thailand YouTube channel. All right, bye-bye. Take care of yourself. Give you a nice little last ocean view here of Kamala Beach. Bye-bye. See you.